Nothing pisses me off more than big back, triple neck, aunties, uncles, cousins, family members, and let's go ahead and add my mom to the mix, always commenting about my weight. Like the
Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video, guys, we'll be talking about a very important topic, dealing with fat shaming, especially when it comes from family members. It's one thing to face judgment from strangers, but when it comes from the people who are supposed to love and support you unconditionally, it cuts so deep. So I've put the videos together so that you learn and watch. Okay, so I'll be back to share my choices.
Nothing pisses me off more than big back, triple neck, aunties, uncles, cousins, family members, and let's go ahead and add my mom to the mix, always commenting about my weight. Like the first thing that they say whenever they see you is, "Oh my God, you've gained so much weight. Like you need to go to the gym. How about you come to the gym with me and lose that double chin? How about that?" Now, I understand why you make the best mac and cheese out of the family. I understand it. I can see it. But please stop commenting about my weight, please, and thank you.
You grew up in a Latino household when you were made fun of for your weight. And the reason why they did this was out of love. But that love was low-key bullying. I get it. They want to see us in a healthier state, but family can do that by being kind of mean. And I think it's so ironic that they kind of bully us into losing weight to protect us from being bullied for our weight by other people. This is something we need to break. I believe it's a generational cycle. I'm tired of seeing young people being restricted to freaking horrible diets. Herbalife, Herbalife. I know you know Herbalife. It's very sad, and I don't think there's any kind of excuse to justify kind of poking fun at our family members for being a little chubby. It's part of life. I do understand that they say it out of love and out of concern for your health, but we need to change our approach. Especially for little kids. We shouldn't be calling them gorditos or nicknaming them by their insecurity.
It's always the aunties that you barely know that choose violence when they see you. So I barely know this auntie. I forgot that I even met her because I have so many auntie on. She calls me up. She approaches me, guys. She approaches me and she remembered my name. And she's like, "Oh, you're John, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Oh, don't you remember meeting me?" And I'm like, "No, sorry." And she's like, "You came to my house a few years ago and whatnot." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I remember whatnot." She's like, you put on a lot of weight, huh?" If you don't know this, women go through 3 different puberties in their 20s, and I definitely am on my third puberty period in my 20s, and that's because my weight has been fluctuating so much because of gut issues, diet, exercise, stress, my frontal lobe developing. I've always been on the skinnier and slimmer side, but ever since I've been vocal about issues and just childhood trauma, a lot of aunties haven't tested me. This one auntie intentionally wanted to have a conversation with me so she could fat shame me. And for those that don't belong to the Desi or South Asian community, there's a power play in effect that's happening because a lot of elders know, specifically auntie and uncles, bibi, baba, nani, dadi, all of them know that younger folks have to respect them, and basically talking back or standing up for yourself would be considered talking back. So in that situation, she knew she had power with making that remark because I wouldn't necessarily been able to stand up for myself and combat that comment. Now that I know that she's gonna pull up to the function with this type of energy, 100% I'm going guarded, and I am gonna talk back. I don't care if it ruins her mood, if it ruins the party, if it ruins the event. Why should my feelings be submissed and ignored, but this person who's going around spewing negative comments about my body be made to feel comfortable and safe and welcomed? Because any type of weight shaming, fat shaming type of behaviors should not be expected, especially from a woman.
Fat shaming explained by a psychiatrist and a person who used to be fat. Fat shaming is when someone who's usually not fat harasses or bullies a person for their weight, eating, or for them not working out. So the concept behind it is that they do it in order to motivate the person who's overweight. Does it work? Absolutely not. It actually works in reverse, and the person who is overweight end up gaining more weight because of the stress it caused them. A study showed that just fat discrimination caused people who were overweight, it caused them to gain 2.5% of body weight, and they ended up being obese. People who do fat shaming usually have never been fat and they don't know what it's like to be overweight. Please stop it. It doesn't work and it is a form of bullying, and it puts enormous stress on overweight people who are trying to lose weight.
So that's the video, guys. So I'm just here to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video. Okay. Being fat shamed by family members, okay, because it's really so bad. It's different when someone you don't know they fat shame you. So we're first of all, let's just acknowledge how damaging this can be. Family is supposed to be your safe space, the ones who uplift you, not tear you down. But sadly, many of us have experienced moments where comments about our weight were brushed off as tough love or just being honest. Let me tell you right now, it's not love, it's not helpful, okay, to just go on hateful comment like that. I remember a conversation with someone who said, if your family doesn't tell you who you will, but here's the thing, family shaming doesn't lead to motivation, it leads to shame, isolation, and even eating disorders. How can we be expected to thrive when the very people who should nurture our confidence are chipping away at it? Okay, how can it be helpful, guys? I think you need to think about those ends. Another thing is, like, are you sure you need that second plate? Or the classic, you've gained weight since I last saw you, might seem harmless to the person saying them, but these weight sticks, they leave scars to your heart. It's so heartbreaking. So how do we handle this? First, remember that your weighty is not tied to your weight. You are more than a number on a scale. If someone is your family has made you feel otherwise, that's their issue, not yours. Sometimes people project their insecurities onto others because it's easier than looking in the mirror. Okay, because a lot of people, they have a lot of problems in the when these comments come up, one approach is to set boundaries. For example, saying, I don't prefer we to don't talk about my body, or that comment was hateful. Please don't say that again. It's okay to call people out when you feel like they're doing bad to you. And let me just say, I get it. Setting boundaries with family can feel impossible. You may fear being seen as disrespectful or ungrateful, but protecting your peace is not disrespectful. It's self care. You don't owe anyone access to your self esteem just because they are related to you, and they need to have respect for you. Okay, so generating, or another thing, another thing that helped me in focusing on my mental and physical health for me, it's not because someone said I should, but because I deserve to feel good in my own skin. Movement, mindful, and good nutrition are not punishment. They are act of self-love, but they should come from a place of improvement, not shame. Okay, if you have ever been fat shamed by your family, I want to hear your story in the comment section below. Let's build a community where we support each other and uplift each other. And if you're someone who's made these comments before, take this as an opportunity to reflect and do better. Ways have power, use them wisely. Okay, so you need to think to use these things wisely. At the end of the day, your body is your business. You have the right to exist and take up a space exactly as you are. Let's continue to break the cycles of body shaming and create spaces where everyone feels valued and accepted. So we need just to create these spaces. I don't know why people are so hard, and I don't know why people they still go on fat shaming people. But a lot of people have come to educate people about being fat. Okay, so we've heard a lot of reasons why people are getting fat. Some people have conditions, okay, that are out of control. They can't just control them. It's a disease which they have. And if you see a person, you start laughing. What does that picture come? Okay, and some you even have guts to laugh at your own family member. Okay, yeah, you're telling yourself, no, I'm helping her to lose weight. No, it's doing her bad on the mental healthy. I think we shouldn't forget about mental health. Don't just look at the physical. Also look at the inner person. How is she going to feel? Because of the weight fat is very sensitive to someone. Okay, find a good way to help your friend. Okay, maybe just advise in a good way, not being harsh, being rude, and started calling her as she's fat, she's not looking good, you look bad. You said even laughing at the person. I've seen people laughing. Okay, seen people laughing at their own sister because of her weight. Instead of helping her, you're busy laughing at her. So if it's starting from home, just think how many people are doing that to her and how she handling all this. Okay, this is why people end up ending it all sometimes. So we have to be very selective to what we say to people. Okay, and learn to have boundaries. You can't just cross boundaries and start talking about someone's body. How does the topic come about? I know people love doing this, but I think this is a time to stop. Okay, pick the words which are correct to someone. Don't make someone feel belittled or feel like you don't love them or something. No, you need to be kind. Charity begins at home. So at home, you need to experience love. You need to experience care. You need to be taught. You need to be taught some things. That's very helpful. So yeah, the same person who's going to tell people, don't mind you, as the same people supposed to tell the same person too, don't mind people what are saying about your body. You look good in your body. Unless if you want to lose weight on your own, like if you want to lose weight, we are here to support you when you're ready. Like someone can lose weight when someone is ready, like their mind. Okay, if their mind is not ready, they can't do it. So you have to be helping, and you don't have to be very harsh on them because everything goes by time change. Okay, someone is going to accept change. You can't just accept change just there and then. Okay, yeah, so that's what my thoughts are. I don't know what you think about today's video, guys. Kindly leave some comments for me so that we talk in the comment section and we have conversations. Thank you. All I can say is bye.